All right, let's talk about experience for the job you're applying for. This is what every company wants more of. Every company wants the job seeker to have 10 plus years of experience, and typically the job seeker has little to no experience for the role they're applying for. That's the way that hiring works today. And what we're going to talk about here is how you can actually gain experience, how you can show employers that you do have experience already and you are a good fit for the role. So again, experience and doing the role, it's one of the core components of job readiness. It's what the employer is looking for. They're expecting you to know how to do the role to some extent. And what we're going to do right now is talk about how we can do that. So before we get in here to the experience piece, you should understand the fundamentals of the role, right? You should understand the three things that make up this role. What is the main objective? What are the day-to-day tasks? And what does the career pathway look like? If you haven't seen our video already on knowledge of the role, go back, watch that first, then come back here and we can talk about experience. Essentially, though, the key component here is to understand the day-to-day tasks. We want to really understand the day-to-day tasks because that is what the employer is going to test you on. Can you do the job on a daily basis? So how do we understand the day-to-day tasks? We can go and read the job description. We can Google and YouTube. We can talk to friends and family. We can reach out to people on LinkedIn that already do this job to get information from them. We can also look at Ramped Careers. Of course, we teach you the day-to-day tasks of the role. So once we know that, once we know the fundamentals of the role, then we're going to go out there and try to either one, show employers that we already have that experience, and two, show them that we've practiced the role. We've actually done the day-to-day tasks. So let's talk about that and break that down. So the first piece of this is once you really understand what the daily tasks of a role looks like, you can think back to different times in your life where you may have experience doing these daily tasks. So let's think about that. You can probably break a role down to about 3 to 4 tasks. Now what we want to do is think back to our life from school, from different jobs, from extracurriculars, from working with our friends and family, to when we may have demonstrated those tasks. And you may be thinking, oh, you know what, Mitch, I've never done sales. I've never done marketing. I've never done finance. And that's okay, but you may have done something similar, or you may have touched on a component of it, right? So when we break a core job into its daily tasks, 3 or 4 tasks, then it's a little bit easier to start to think about times when you did do something similar to that job. And it can be loose. That's fine. It can be kind of extrapolated. It doesn't have to be exact. It can be similar to the job. That's fine, right? This is just one building block that we're going to use. So that's step 1. Now, step 2 is to actually practice the daily tasks, because we do want to show employers that, hey, we have done the actual job that you're asking me. I have some experiences that were similar, but then I've also started practicing the actual job. So if we don't have that hard experience or the actual hard skills today, that's fine. The easiest way to go and learn those skills is to Google the job title you're applying for plus interview assignment. Nowadays, most companies that are hiring for a role are going to give you some sort of assignment along the way. So what you can do is go do a bunch of those practice assignments out there. If you Google the job title plus interview assignment, you're going to get a bunch of different examples. Do 5, 10, 15 of those practice examples until you feel really comfortable doing the job, until you feel comfortable talking about doing the role as well. The other thing you can do, of course, is look at Ramped Careers. We break down jobs into knowledge and experience and allow you to practice this in a very safe environment and give you feedback along the way. So check back to Ramp, see if we have the career path that you're looking for, and we can help you out there as well. So once we have mapped out some past experience in our lives, and once we've done some practice doing some interview assignments, now when we get into the job interview process and the interviewer asks us, oh, do you have any experience, or tell me about your past experience, we can confidently say, yes, I do have experience. I understand that the job requires me to do X, Y, and Z, these 3 to 4 tasks. Here's some experiences from my life where I did something similar. And to prepare even more, I've actually been practicing this job for the past couple of weeks on my own with some friends that have been in this role. We've been practicing on a daily basis to help me prepare. I really wanted to feel confident coming to an interview process, and I want to hit the ground running when I get the job. So what that's going to do is it's going to show the interviewer that you are dedicated, you're curious, you're excited to learn, you're going to put in the effort to be good at this job. And that's what they're looking for more than anything, right? The reason they're asking you about experience is because, remember, in the back of their head, they're thinking, is this person going to do the job well? Are they going to stick around? Am I going to have to, replace them in 3 or 4 months if they can't do it? Your goal here is to show them that you're going to be great. Show them by your past experiences and show them because you've been practicing the job already.